and welcome to Stan's 360 World, Stan's 360 Travel Channel. I'm your host, Stan Hryza, and I'm here today with my daughter, Michaela.
Hi.
And we are in Japantown in San Francisco. Now, Japantown is about 6 square blocks, is what they say. You can find it between Geary, Post, and Sutter Streets, and also Fillmore, Webster, this is Buchanan, and Laguna is the street on that side. Now, this is not the first Japantown in San Francisco. This is a later addition. Before the 1906 earthquake and fire, Japantown, there were two. There was one just south of Chinatown and another one south of Market Street. But after the fire, there was a westward expansion move, and that's when this Chinatown was brought together. And then in 1942, President Roosevelt issued Executive Order 9066, which basically was a reaction to the attack on Pearl Harbor and put the Japanese Americans and anyone of Japanese descent into internment camps and moved them out of their homes. So this area became vacant and other communities moved into the area. It wasn't until about the 1960s that this started to become a Japantown again, that the Japanese moved to. Now you'll find Japanese through the city, but this is kind of the heart of the Japanese community. The plaza that we're in was constructed in 1960, and the pagoda off to my right, your left, was constructed in 1968 by San Francisco's sister city, Osaka. Osaka is one of the oldest, actually it is the oldest sister city in the United States, and it's the sister city of San Francisco. Now, Michaela is actually on the Sister Cities Commission in Milpitas for Scuba Japan. I know, I can't say it right.
I was a bit quiet.
Yeah, and so we have a bit of a connection to the Sister Cities Commissions. But what can you see in Japantown? There are quite a few restaurants here on Buchanan, some bookstores, some gift shops there. In the East Mall is Daiso.
Yeah, basically. It also, I believe, does have connects to the hotels there.
Yeah, there are hotels there. But the big part of Japantown, if you want to come and visit, is the West Mall. And we'll talk about that in a second, but if you're going to visit, the easiest way to park in this area is underneath the West Mall. There's a parking garage. If you're going westbound on Geary, there's an entrance on that side, and if you're going eastbound on Buchanan, there's an entrance on that side. So you can get to it going westbound on, I said Buchanan, didn't I? I meant Post. If you're going westbound on Post, you can get into it, but you're crossing traffic, so it's easier to get in going eastbound. So the main mall is the west side here, and Kayla loves to come visit here. So what's some of the shops and places that you would see there?
Okay, well, first of all, when you walk in, you'll probably see Restaurant Row, right, as you go in. That has some great restaurants. Benihana is definitely the most notable one. The one we tend to go to is I forgot it. Kushitsuru.
Yeah, something like that. So there's a mix of trendy or world-renowned or world-known like Benihana, and then there's more local ones.
Yeah.
And we tend to go to a little of both. We like the local ones, but Benihana is kind of a trip to visit as well.
Yeah. The shop-wise, there are a lot of places like the Face Shop, other similar beauty. There's some cute boutiques in there. There's a couple arcades actually. One place that I know a lot of people like to go to is there's a small cafe there called the Belly Good Cafe, and they do crepes, mochi ice cream.
Yeah, we've had mochi almost every time we come here.
It's good.
Yeah, it is.
For you anime fans, there are, of course, Japantown, quite a few anime stores. Japan Video and Mauritania are the ones in the main building here. There is a bridge that goes to another building, and that is mostly a Kinokuniya. So that's
a big store.
Yeah,
it's 2 floors.
Yeah, and that takes up most of the. It's literally called the Kinokuniya building. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you want to get manga is mostly what they sell, but a lot of great anime merchandise. All legitimate merchandise there. I think that's...
And the bookstores upstairs has other things beyond
Yeah.
manga as well.
Yeah.
A lot of great gifts, and so
Stationery.
yeah.
Stationery. There are other shops as well. A few other things to note. On the bridge, there's a restaurant there that's pretty popular. Haven't been there myself, but heard it's pretty good. They do a lot of good ramen, from my understanding. There's also an incense shop. They do a little bit of everything over here.
Yeah.
Oh, Japanese related,
Yeah.
of course.
So it's a wonderful place to visit. It's probably your favorite place in town.
It's one of my favorites.
It's definitely high on the list.
It's definitely high on the list.
So when you're in Japantown or when you're in San Francisco, come visit Japantown. It's a nice spot. It's not necessarily one of the main tourist destinations, but this is quintessentially San Francisco. If you want to get the feeling of San Francisco and dive bombed by pigeons, this is the place to be. This is one of the spots. So thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Click the links down below, and we'll probably include a little bit of her information on some of her sites as well. So and as I always say, keep exploring your world. There's a lot to see out there and a lot to do, and have a great day.